This video is to help with Z.11 Write a linear function from a table. So all of these answers need to be in slope-intercept form. And slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So what we have to do is we have to find m. Remember, m is the slope. We also have to find b. Remember, b is the y-intercept. So the way that we find slope in this problem, we're given 4 ordered pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're finding slope, the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we see from the formula that we just need 2 points out of the table. We only need 2 ordered pairs out of the table. So if you just want to pick the first 2, then you may. There's your x1, x2, y1, y2. So then we just fill in the formula. y2 is 57, y1 is 56, so I subtract because that's what the formula tells me to do. x2 is 3, x1 is 2, so I plug those in and subtract because that's what the formula says to do. So 57 minus 6 is 1. 3 minus 2 is also 1. 1 over 1 is just 1, so the slope is 1. Now for this problem, the only answer that has a slope of 1 is this one. So for this problem, that's all we had to do. Since that is the only answer that matches the slope that we got, we select that choice and hit submit. Now you'll notice on this problem, we have to find the slope. That's the first box. The first box is the slope. And we have to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept goes in the second box. We begin the same way. I want to just pick the first 2 ordered pairs, the first 2 points, just for simplicity. The slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if this is x1, x2, y1, y2, just filling everything in. y2 is 2, y1 is 1, x2 is 5, x1 is 4. 2 minus 1, 1, 5 minus 4, 1. M equals 1 over 1, which is just 1. So again, the slope is just 1. Now in the previous problem, we didn't have to find b because the choice that we had to pick, the only choice that had a slope of 1 was the first choice. So we didn't have to find b. But in this problem, we have to find the y-intercept. So the way that we did that in class is with this formula. We used point slope. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m, open parenthesis, x minus x1. So for point slope form, we need the slope. Well, good thing we already have the slope. We know the slope is 1. We also need to fill in y1 and x1. Well, we have y1 and x1 right here in the table. So I'm going to fill that in. Y minus 1, because y1 is 1, equals 1 because the slope is 1, x minus 4 because x1 is 4. So we solve this for y to find b. First, we distribute the 1, which doesn't change anything. It's still just 1x minus 4. Then we need to add 1 to both sides. So our final answer, y equals 1, x minus 3. So the minus, notice that the minus is already there for you. It already has a minus sign before the box. So we just have to put a 3 in the box and hit submit. Same exact thing here. I'm just going to pick the first 2 points. There's my x1 and x2. Here's my y1 and my y2. So we got to find the slope first. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is 1 minus 0 because y1 is 0. 5 minus 4. Now, we get a slope of 1 again. Now, I'm not thinking that every slope for every problem that you will see in this section will have a slope of 1, but we just happen to get a slope of 1 all 3 times. So our slope is 1, so I'm going to put a 1 in that first box. Then, remember from here to find b, we have to use point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So here is x1, y1, and here is m. So y minus 0 equals 1 times x minus 4. So y minus 0 is just y. Distribute the 1. 1x minus 4. So notice again the minus sign is already there for us. All we have to type is a 4 in the box.